A message sent from the divine to the chosen. You are being called out of sleep. You are being reminded of who you are. This is not confusion. This is alignment shaking your world. The world thinks you are restless. Heaven knows you are being repositioned. Every shaking is a summoning. Every silence is an instruction. Every delay is divine design. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. The universe is moving. The coordinates of your destiny are shifting into place. So when you feel that surge of unease, when your peace turns electric, understand this truth. You are standing at the threshold of prophecy. God is saying, doubt cannot win, because the plan is older than your fear, because the promise existed before you were born. Tonight, your spirit has been chosen to hear this. If your heart beats faster while listening, if something inside says, "This is for me," then stay, because what is about to be spoken was written for you before time began. This is not a message. This is an awakening. And if you feel it burning in your spirit, type "I receive IT" in the comments. Let the heavens see your name written in faith. Say it again out loud. I am ready. I receive IT. Let the heavens hear you. The Spirit never whispers without reason. When the unseen world trembles, your soul feels it first. You think you are exhausted, but what you feel is the weight of transformation. Heaven is shifting timelines. The unseen is rearranging itself around your obedience. Listen carefully. When your dreams turn vivid, when people you once trusted start fading away, when your emotions swing like storms, the Spirit is sending a code. It says, prepare, the old world is closing, the new assignment is near. In your daily life, it looks ordinary. The job that suddenly feels too small. The friend who stops calling. The strange peace after a door closes. But in the Spirit, these are signs of movement. You are not losing stability. You are gaining spiritual altitude. Let this truth settle deep. You are not waiting for purpose. Purpose has already located you. Breathe. Stay aware. Every repetition of pain, every delayed answer, every sleepless night is evidence that something holy is approaching. The Spirit never sends a storm without a promise inside it. So when the air thickens, when time slows, when silence grows louder than noise, don't retreat. Recognize the moment. You are not breaking down. You are tuning in. And when it speaks again, you will not doubt. You will remember this line. The signal does not come to the lost. IT comes to the chosen. If your soul feels this truth, declare it right now in the comments. 777. Let every watcher see your courage. The war is not around you. It is inside you. Your thoughts are the front line. Your emotions are the terrain. And your words, they are weapons. Every what if is an arrow. Every memory replayed in fear is an open gate. The enemy does not need to destroy you. He only needs to convince you to doubt yourself. But you were never built for surrender. You were forged for spiritual combat. Listen. The battlefield of the mind is where destiny is won or lost. Before miracles appear in the visible, They are fought for in the invisible. The voices that whisper you are too late, too broken, too far gone. They are echoes of deception. They sound like your own thoughts, but they are foreign frequencies. When you feel chaos in your head, when your peace feels fractured, that is not failure. That is the sound of an internal war between light and shadow. Your calling has drawn attention. Your obedience has disrupted the darkness. Every thought that says, "give up," is proof that something divine is about to break through. So do not fight with panic. Fight with position. Stay anchored in the Word. When your mind says, "it's over," say aloud, "it is written." When your fear says, "you can't," answer, "I already did in the Spirit." This is not self-help. This is spiritual strategy. Even in daily moments, when traffic tests your patience, when someone's silence triggers old pain, when the plan falls apart, that is the battlefield training you for victory. The mind learns through repetition, so keep repeating truth. Faith rewires thought. Thought rewires reality. Every calm decision in chaos is a declaration of mastery. Every refusal to react is a conquest of the unseen. Stand firm. Hold ground. Your mind is not a victim of storms. It is the command center of destiny. Say it now in the comments, "My mind is a weapon." Because once you claim it, you begin to win battles that others never see. Your greatest war is not outside you. It is inside your own thoughts. The enemy does not need to destroy your faith. He only needs to confuse your focus. Every what if you repeat, every memory that replays without end, is a silent weapon forged against your peace. The mind of the chosen is sacred ground. That is why it is always under attack. When you wake up heavy, when your chest tightens for no reason, that is not weakness. It is spiritual warfare disguised as thought. You are not losing your mind. You are learning to command it. The battlefield is invisible. The victory is internal. When fear speaks, answer with word. When doubt whispers, answer with authority. Say it with me. I do not negotiate with confusion. Because confusion is not curiosity. It is corrosion. In daily life, it looks simple. You scroll too long. You compare too much. You forget who you are for a moment. That is how the enemy enters quietly. But when you take one breath and say, "No, my mind belongs to God," everything shifts. Peace returns. Clarity returns. Power returns. Because faith is not loud. Faith is focus. So today, hold your ground. Speak to your thoughts the way a general speaks to his army. You command. They obey. Waiting is not delay. Waiting is divine mathematics. You measure time in hours. Heaven measures in alignment. Every second that feels wasted is God balancing an invisible equation. You think you are still, but in the unseen, everything is moving. The seed buried underground looks dead to the impatient, but to the patient, it is expanding roots. What looks like silence is construction. What feels like nothing is calibration. God hides you when He builds you. He delays you when He protects you. You are not behind. You are in sequence. When you see others move ahead, don't envy. They are running on the wrong clock. Your clock is divine. The divine equation is always precise. If you force the result, you break the formula. So when your plans fall apart, say this: the calculation is still correct. Because in God's design, no pain is uncounted. No tear is wasted. The moment everything seems motionless is often the instant before manifestation. Breathe. Trust the timing. Rest inside the math of heaven. Fear is not your enemy. It is your mirror. It shows where faith has not yet entered. When you fear rejection, you are seeing the part of you that still doubts your worth. When you fear losing someone, you are seeing where you've placed them above destiny. The mirror does not lie. It strips illusion. God uses fear as reflection, not punishment. He lets you face it, so you can see what still controls you. That person who walks away, that silence after prayer, that closed door you didn't expect. They are mirrors. Do not break the mirror. Read it. It says this version of you cannot enter the next promise. Fear only survives in ignorance. Once you recognize it, it dissolves. When you name your fear, you reclaim your power. Say it now, even in a whisper. I see you, fear, and you no longer define me. The chosen don't run from fear. They stare until it blinks first. Because fear is not final. It is an X-ray of your faith. And faith, true faith, always outshines it. If this speaks to you, comment, I face my mirror. Let your courage echo across this space. There is a law in the spirit. What is meant to align will always find its axis. The gears of heaven never grind in vain. They turn in silence, waiting for the precise second of convergence. You are not chasing alignment. You are walking toward an appointment already written. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lonely season was preparing the symmetry. When you meet the right person, when the right door opens, it will not feel like chance. It will feel like remembering. Two frequencies recognizing each other after lifetimes of rehearsal. That is convergence. You can't force it. You can only become ready for it. God aligns what is mature, not what is desperate. So while you wait, He refines your edges. He expands your capacity. He teaches you patience, silence, discernment. Then, when all parts synchronize, everything moves fast. One conversation, one moment, one divine encounter. The prophecy activates. The convergence begins. Heaven's gears lock. The sound you hear in your spirit, that click, is destiny engaging. When it happens, it will not need your control. It will need your surrender. So stay positioned. Stay clear. Stay ready. Because when heaven moves, those who are aligned do not chase. They arrive. It always gets darker before revelation. Always. When your prayers echo back empty, when your strength feels hollow, you are closer than ever. The night resists the sunrise because it knows it cannot survive it. The chosen feel that resistance as exhaustion, not because they are weak, but because the light is gathering. You are standing at the edge of completion. That is why the pressure has multiplied. Every closed door, every sudden silence, every unexpected attack is proof that something is about to break open. Heaven does not test to harm. It tests to reveal who can hold the miracle. When faith burns low, whisper it again. I am still here. That is not defeat. That is endurance. When everything goes quiet, remember God is not absent. He is finalizing details behind the veil. Your job is not to panic. Your job is to hold position. Do not confuse silence with abandonment. The conductor is silent while the orchestra plays. If you feel this season pressing on your chest, comment, I will not break before dawn. Because dawn is already on the horizon. The proof is the darkness itself. Waiting is not idleness. It is strategy. The untrained wait passively. The chosen wait actively. Active waiting means you keep building while believing. You clean your inner room. You guard your words. You sharpen your discernment. While others scroll, you study. While others complain, you prepare. Heaven promotes the disciplined, not the distracted. When God delays the arrival, He is testing your rhythm. Can you stay consistent when nothing moves? Can you maintain excellence in silence? Every great promise has a training season. Every divine purpose requires holy repetition. Wake, pray, create, guard your peace, repeat. This is your spiritual gym. Every day you show up is a rep of faith. You may not see the results yet, but heaven is recording your consistency. Discipline is not punishment. It is proof of readiness. When the assignment arrives, you will not stumble into it. You will rise into it. Write it below, I move while I wait. That phrase is a gate key. It opens timing faster than begging ever could. There comes a point when you stop asking. You start declaring. Prayer is petition. Declaration is possession. The universe responds to authority. Creation obeys conviction. Speak as one who knows, not one who hopes. Say it out loud wherever you are. I decree my destiny will not delay. I decree every obstacle bows to divine timing. I decree my faith outruns my fear. Heaven records your sound before your words finish. Because speech is energy. Energy is agreement. And agreement is law in the spirit. When you speak what God already said, you activate what was waiting for your command. In daily life, speak it over small things. Before meetings, before sleep, before you step outside. Words are not decoration. They are architecture. Build your atmosphere with precision. Every I am shapes your tomorrow. Say it again. I am an answer, not a question. If this truth shakes you, comment, I declare IT. Let your declaration echo beyond this screen. Because the heavens respond to confidence, and confidence is the echo of faith. Breathe now. The storm has served its purpose. You are standing at the gate of fulfillment. The process is complete. The alignment is real. the person you have prayed for, the future you have carried, the identity you have built through fire. They are converging in this exact moment. The seal is not a sound. It is a knowing, the quiet certainty that what was written cannot be unwritten. Doubt fought hard. Fear screamed loud. But destiny never wavered. You are proof that divine timing is undefeated. Look back once, not in sorrow but in awe. Every delay was protection. Every detour was training. Now lift your head. Straighten your spine. You have passed the test. Heaven is releasing the reward of endurance. Do not shrink now. Walk into what you once begged for. Because the battle is already finished in spirit. You are stepping into the visible victory. Say it with conviction. I am sealed, I am complete, I am victorious. And if this entire journey has spoken to your soul, share this message. Let another warrior awaken. Because victory is contagious, and light multiplies when declared. The prophecy stands. The promise lives. The chosen rise. Doubt cannot win. It never could. It never will.